it's time for the August Pick a Stick Challenge ATC card. Now, one of the things that's been bothering people is this word try. You know, when we have prompts, it is just that, a prompt. You can take this any way you want to. It may mean try a new technique or use try in your repertoire of words that you're using on these. You know, it could be just about anything. So I'm saying, don't let the small stuff upset you. What I'm going to try is, you know, I've got these watercolor papers, and they're just basic watercolor papers that I have put some color on. And watercolor takes a little while to dry. And you can see on this one, I put some salt on it. I can add some more color to this if I wanted to. These are color burst, and I can just spritz that with some more water, and you see that I'm getting some more coloration in here on this particular piece of card, but that you can see that that's going to take some time to dry down. So I'm just going to set that aside and let that dry. And I have a couple here. Let me get this wet paper out of the way and pull some over. Okay, so that's try, and what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and use some of this paper, this watercolor paper that I've already created just by, you know, putting the color down. But you know, I had to give this a chance to dry. So the color is burgundy, and I have some sort of peachy, not peachy, fuchsia burgundy color on here. I'm going to pick a plum, which is close to what I think of as burgundy, ink pad, and I'm going to use that to apply some color on the edges. This is a real easy thing to do. I'm just going to darken the edge of my ATC with that plum color. And this is an archival ink, so it's permanent. Now the watercolor that's on here is not permanent because it's watercolor, okay? So you just need to be aware when you're working of the permanency of what you're working on. Now I could come in and put some sealant on that, but I'm not going to worry about that because I have a plan for my top layer on these. Yeah. So that's my burgundy, and I think I'm going to, I have this cute stencil. Let's see, what's the next one? The next prompt is Quirky. I have this cute Quirky Fish. Now you're going to say, well, that's way too big for an ATC. Well, I'm not going to use the whole thing. Prompt 3 is fish, so I can just use a portion of this fish and apply him to my page. So on this one, I'm going to just come back with that same color and apply that through the stencil. So that's a Quirky Fish, and he's kind of cute, you know, and I could colorize him more, you know, if I wanted to. I could come in and colorize him more, but I'm going to set that one aside to dry. I'm going to put this ink up because if you saw my video the other day where I was doing the Pick a Stick Challenge, I had created this master board that's got all of this funky fabric-y stuff on it. And so I think what I want to do is I want to take that Quirky Fish and get a portion of this Quirky Fish to go onto my ATC. So I'm going to use some black for this, and I think I might even, do I want to use gesso? Oh, let's just go with what we've got out. Let's go back to my ink pad. I am an ink girl, if you haven't noticed that. I started out with ink long before anything else. Now, if you want to, you certainly can do this. Well, here, I'll show you some other options. I could take put that away. I could take this is a, I think it's called Midnight or something like that. It's a Jane Davenport paint. So I could get a little bit of that out and just get a sponge. And these are those more condensed sponges. They're harder than a cosmetic sponge. So I'll just load up my sponge. Okay. And go ahead and stencil. So I mean, these are options for you. You don't necessarily have to do things the way that I do them. I'm just showing you options to use with the tools and things that you have, because not everybody has the same stuff. And a lot of times as beginners in art journaling, you may not have every option. So if you have ink, you can do it with ink. If you have paint, you can do it with paint. Okay, so there's my fish head. And he is a quirky fish head. So I'm just going to take my scissors and cut that fish head out. I'm not going to be careful about it to start with. I'm just going to cut it off here. And then I'll trim. And the reason I left that little pile of paint out is because I like to edge my pieces. It just gives it a finished look. So after you get done cutting, you're going to end up with, you know, the board and everything. The board and everything that was behind there that we sewed onto. So what I do is I'll take either my ink pad or my paint, and I'll just go along the edge and finish out the edge of that piece. Okay, so here is my quirky fish, and he can go down right onto that artist trading card, just like that. And isn't he cute? All right, so I want to adhere him, so I'm just going to take some gel medium and apply a little of that to the back of my fish head, just like so. And you can use a glue stick, you can use, you know, whatever you've got. I just happen to have gel medium here. Gel medium is a good choice if you're trying to put down something a little bit heavier. And this is just a little bit heavier. Okay, so I'm gonna attach my fish. And then I need some kind of quirky saying, right? So what do I want to say? You know what else I want to do? I want to give him a gemstone or something for his eye. Just like, do I want one of those or one of, let's do the glittery one. Let's do the glittery one, and let's do this kind of ruby. That's close to burgundy, right? So we'll put that on his eye, like so. And then, what do I have? I bet I've got, oh, you know what? Let me grab the other container. Hold on. So I found this fun bubble paper, for lack of better words. I'm just going to layer it on here because it has this real bubbly effect to it. And I found this Keep It Real sticker. I'm going to put this back down on my card. And I'm going to get a little bit of glossy accents because this came up. Okay. I think I've got him put back together. Now this guy, I was going to take some colors and do him. These are Faber-Castell Big Brush. Pet pens. Just color him in. And let's use a little bit of this. See how dark that is. It's cobalt green. Trying to colorize our little fish here. And we'll get him a sparkly eyeball. Let's see. What do we want on him? Let's see what this looks like. Okay. So, I think I want to... I don't really have a burgundy pen, do I? What do I have? I have a... That's close. This is a Copic pen. I just want to close up. Yeah, copic pen that doesn't really want to. It's got kind of a booger on the end. There we go. Just wanted to kind of close up some of those breaks from the stencil. There we go. And let's see. Go back to my words. That was a Delusion sticker that I used before. Let me see if I got another one. See, now this little fish would have been kind of cute on there too. So let's do a sticker. It says, what now? What now? No, now what? Okay. And then I've got that paper. What did I do with that paper? Oh, here we go. And I probably shouldn't have put his eyeball on yet. Put that paper down. Put his eye on. And trim that out. Oh, good grief, everything's not cooperating today. Is it the 13th or what? Okay, so we've got him down there. What else do I want to do? I could put a little embellishment on the bottom. That would be kind of fun, right? If I put a little bit of that on there. Let's do that. And this guy needs to be stapled in place so he isn't going anywhere. So let me grab a staple here. And one over here. And then a little more of that glossy accents right around the bottom. And we'll stick that on there like so. And a couple more staples. Oops. It's coming off. Gotta grab them. Gotta get it up there. And this one on this end. Okay, so we have our two fishes, our fun fishes for our ATC challenge. So that's it from me, guys. Remember, you make a difference, and I'm looking forward to seeing your ATCs. Bye for now.